Hello everyone, this is Akshita from Akshita's Recipes. Welcome back my regular viewers and subscribers, and for those of you who are coming here for the first time, welcome to my channel. Today, as I have promised you all, I'm going to show you all the traditional way of making modak, which is the favorite sweet of Lord Ganesha and is loved by everyone too. So today my mother-in-law is going to be showing you all this recipe. So I'm not going to waste much of your time. Let's just jump straight ahead into the recipe.
Okay friends, first we're going to prepare the puran or the filling. So for this I have taken one large coconut, grated it, and we're going to use exactly half the quantity of jaggery or gur. So you're going to put both of this together in a pot and melt it. It has to be done on a very low flame and continuously keep stirring it. Now you can also add the gur first and let it melt and then add the coconut. My mother-in-law says you can do it either way. So after about 5 to 10 minutes you'll find that everything has come together. Don't forget to keep an eye on it and keep stirring. After putting off the gas flame, we are going to add a little bit of elaichi powder or cardamom powder or velchi pood, about 1 teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoon according to your liking. This enhances the flavor of the puran or the filling. Remember, the gas flame has to be off when you add the velchi pood or the elaichi powder. Now we're going to let this puran cool for a bit. Now here I've taken about 250 grams of modak flour. You get special modak flour mostly during the Ganpati season. Now in a vessel I have taken about 1 liter of water. My mother-in-law says she prefers using this type of a vessel. Which is made of copper. So she's added about 1 teaspoon of salt and a little bit of oil, that is 1 tablespoon of oil. Now we're going to wait for the water to come to a boil. Once it starts boiling, we're going to add this modak flour to the hot boiling water and we're going to stir it till the flour absorbs all the water and it becomes into a very soft dough consistency. This just takes a very about 2 to 3 minutes. Everything just comes together on a very, very low flame. You can put the flame off also because the water is hot. So mix everything well together. And after that we're just going to cover it and keep it, so with the residue heat the flour also gets to the right consistency we require to make our modaks. Now about after 5 to 8 minutes we're going to remove this onto a cool steel plate. Remember, it's very, very hot. So you're going to take some room temperature water and by sprinkling that water onto this flour we're going to knead it or massage it using a little oil too. So we're going to use only how much ever we require just now. So right now my mother-in-law is only going to be making about 11 modaks and 1 karanji, so she is going to take only that much flour that she requires. and by using a little oil, little water, she is massaging it so it becomes a very manageable, elastic kind of consistency. Don't use too much water. So just keep massaging it. It shouldn't be too soft, it shouldn't be too hard, it should just be very, very soft and like not very, very soft but elastic enough. And now this is the way we make the modak. You have to make it into a kind of a cup shape or a basket shape and then fill the puran. I will show you one more properly. And this is how you make these folds. Keep wetting your hand with oil and water and see that there are no cracks as you're going about it. This comes with practice, friends. And then you got to keep on turning it and bringing everything together. And then once you get the tip, you take off the excess. I'll show you one, the perfect modak. I'll show you one more. So you take a small ball size. You first roll it out, again using oil and water, and you have to keep your dough continuously moist. So roll it, make it into a ball, then you press it down like this between the two palms of your hands and just start flattening it, as you can see, from the ends, not in the center. And as you go about it, you have to keep on turning it in this way, so even the center starts becoming of the same thickness. So it becomes into this kind of a cup shape or basket shape. See that you don't get any cracks in the flour. It has to be very, very smooth. Like this. There shouldn't be any cuts or any breaks in the mold. And then we're going to add the puran. Don't add too little, don't add too much, just right, so that it fills up the inside and you have enough place to make the folds. So let's see how many folds my mother-in-law is making. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 molds. And then you just keep turning it together very, very lightly till all the tips come together. And then you're just going to bring it all together till you get a nice tip and remove the excess. Doesn't it look beautiful? It's just a work of art, isn't it? And then you can just make it look perfect by pinching the edges so they all look even. Now remember that as you keep making these modaks, you have to keep a damp cloth ready. So the ones that you have already made, you can just cover them with the damp cloth so that they don't dry out. Like this. As you're making, keep a damp cloth or a men's kerchief, as it's very big. Make it damp and just cover it, not wet, damp. So remove the excess water. And my mother-in-law says whenever you make 11 modaks, you should make 1 karanji. I guess it's for good luck. Okay, now a very important tip. your steamer has to be, the water has to be boiling, and then you have this perforated lid. On top of it you put a wet damp cloth, and as you're putting the modaks onto the damp cloth, dip them into water so that they don't stick to the kerchief, they don't get burnt. This is a very important tip. So dip them into water and then place them on the damp cloth. Now you can prepare your steamer. When you're ready, 5 minutes, let the water come to a boil, put the perforated plate, then you put a damp cloth, dip the modaks in water very gently, don't put the whole thing, just the base of the modak into water, and then put them into the steamer. Cover your steamer, keep it from medium to high, keep an eye on it, and we're going to steam this for 15 to 20 minutes. Then put the steamer off, let the modaks cool down, and of course when you're eating them, you got to break the tip open, put some amazing clarified butter or sazuk toop, and that's the best way to enjoy modaks. So our modaks are all steamed and ready. In fact, the whole home is smelling, or the aroma of the modaks is just all over the place. So I'm sure Ganpati Bappa will be very happy with the modaks.
So friends, I hope you liked today's recipes, traditional recipes, which have been asked and requested by many of you. So if you like this recipe, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. So I'll see you in another episode. Take care guys. Bye.
Well friends, don't forget to give this video a big like. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button you see below this video. Do ring the bell icon so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first one to know. Please share my recipes with family and friends. Do visit my channel for more than 215